Let's go to Dr. Wax, family practitioner from New Jersey. Good morning, Craig.
Oh, good morning, Dr. Samadi. Under the five-fingered hands-on approach to dad's health. Number one thing is sleep. Start with a good night of sleep, 6 to 8 hours. If you have difficulty, you wake up tired, your spouse says, hey, you snored, you stop breathing, it might be sleep apnea, get it checked out with your doctor. Hugely important. So a good night of sleep, 6 to 8 hours, is the number one.
Don't ignore sleep apnea, because I think that's a very important point that Dr. Wax is bringing up, because with obesity, which can compress on some of the vocal cords, and you don't breathe well, you feel like you've slept for 5 to 7 hours, but then you're always tired. And that's because you really don't go into deep sleep. So the next day you're tired, the risk of injuries and accidents, motor vehicle accident, memory is not functioning well. And obviously there's a lot of hormonal changes that can hurt your heart and cause diabetes and craving
heart attack,
of carbohydrates.
stroke, and as you mentioned, hormonal changes. I see a lot of patients with low testosterone as well. I'm sure you do in your practice as well.
So what's the next tip besides sleep?
Right. The first one is sleep. The second one is exercise. Exercise an hour a day. And I like to do it right after sleep. I get up 5 o'clock in the morning and I exercise for 1 to 2 hours every day. I alternate things I do. As I said, I'm an active cyclist. I do rowing. I go to the gym with all the other men. I do swimming and, even walking. Like if I'm, in a hotel room or something, I do, calisthenics. Most hotels have a little workout area. There's lots of creative things you can do no matter what your work and, lifestyle is. So 1 hour of exercise every day.
I think that even if you do 30 minutes 3 times a week, whether it's swimming, whether it's stretching, yoga, if you don't have time, we're sitting behind these computers all the time, and it absolutely helps with posture and with weight control. So that's great. So 7 hours of sleep, exercise, and then?
Right, and then drink water. Water is the primary beverage that the body wants. The way the body does its business is with water and particles. And if you have more particles than per unit water, you got trouble. You get dehydrated. And if you're feeling thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And anyone who exercises will tell you that once they feel thirsty, they've already lost the game. So you want to drink 4 to 6 glasses of clean water that you like every day.
Yeah,
hugely
of course,
important.
Dehydration, that's because 70 to 80% of our bodies consist of water. And when you're dehydrated, you always feel fatigue. You're not concentrating well. And I agree with you. I think dehydration affects the entire body, from brain to skin to colon and constipation and everything else. So that's another good point.
And don't forget the urinary tract, which is near and dear to your
Absolutely.
heart, kidney stones. I believe the biggest cause of kidney stones in our country today is just pure dehydration.
Well said. Absolutely. I agree with that. So we have sleep, we have exercise, we have drinking water for men out there. What else?
Eating vegetables, no matter what diet you subscribe to, whether it's paleo, whether it's vegetarianism, whether it's the no-grain diet, everybody agrees that vegetables are the best course to take when it comes to diet. Any diet book you read will mention vegetables wholeheartedly. They're relatively low in sugar, they are high in nutrients, they're high in antioxidants, and they're loaded with water. If you eat fresh vegetables and don't even cook them, they're loaded with the original water they came with, and that counts toward your daily water intake. So that also helps us to prevent dehydration. So vegetables, no matter what diet you subscribe to, whether it's vegetarian, Mediterranean, paleo, grain-free.
I love Mediterranean diet. I think it's a balance of getting your fruits and vegetables, your olive oil, your garlic. You also you're able to have your fish and your chicken. I think that's a great combination. And finally, the 5th tip for men?
is not to poison yourself. You know, a lot of people that consider themselves responsible adults will smoke cigarettes and become addicted to that, you know, as well as drinking alcohol, those kinds of things. We know alcohol is a poison and toxin. A lot of adults say that they enjoy the effects of it, that it relaxes them or those kinds of things, but it can also be neurotoxic, as perhaps you've seen in your practice and I've seen in mine. And cigarette smoke has carbon monoxide, tar, nicotine, arsenic, cyanide, as many poisons as one can think of. So the trick is to not put poisons in and dilute the ones that you may have as byproducts of your metabolism with water and vegetables for fuel.
I think you said it really well, and if you could send me actually an article that has all of this, I would love to post it on our blog on samadimd.com, and we will definitely get the message out. So sleep well, make sure you're drinking, exercise, add fruits and vegetables, and stay away from smoking and alcohol.